Ms. Junker, and I'm back talking more about energy. Today we're going to talk about energy and motion. So energy has the ability to cause motion or create change. And we've talked about that a little bit. Today we're going to get a little bit deeper into that. When I think about motion, I have to think about the scientific definition. The scientific definition of motion is a change in position of an object compared to another object. So we're going to look at this picture of a car on the highway and the speed limit sign. Pay attention to that speed limit sign. It's going to be the object that we're comparing the car to. So at 7 o'clock in the morning, the car is looking at the speed limit sign. At 7:03, now that speed limit sign is behind the car. This car has moved. This car has shown motion. It's in a different position compared to that speed limit sign. All forms of energy can cause motion and create change. I also wanted to remind you that water and wind are sources of energy. We've talked about light and sound and electricity, but don't forget that water and wind are types of energy and sources of energy. Last year, some of us looked at a water wheel. This is one example. Water comes in, it moves the paddles and pushes it forward, and then it grinds or turns a turbine that can either create electricity or grind something down. We also have windmills. Windmills, the wind comes in, pushes the blades on the windmill, and turns that. That again can turn on a turbine, that can turn a motor, or create electricity, or just be used to grind something like we read in pancakes. They use the windmill to grind the wheat. When we describe motion, we say these terms: greater than, less than, faster than, slower than. All those things can describe the speed or motion of an object. Potential energy. Potential energy is stored energy. You can think of it as positional energy also. Remember when we did our investigations? We had 3 books and we put our tube down and we rolled a marble and it didn't even go all the way to the cup. Then we put a chair and we put that same tube and the same marble, and the marble went all the way down into the cup. Finally we put it on the desk. I know some of us put it on the counter or the cabinets. And that marble went all the way down to the cup and moved the cup a lot. There was more force behind it. The marble moved more because of its starting position. The position of an object affects how much kinetic energy it has later. When positional and potential energy are released, lots of work can be done. Remember, chemical energy is another form of potential energy. So we have some examples here of potential energy. We have oil, like that we put in our cars. We turn it into gasoline, put it in our cars. They fuel our cars, they let them go. That is a potential energy. It doesn't have energy until we burn it and make something move. We have water, like we saw on the last board. We can use that to turn water wheels. And there's lots of other things we can do with water to move things around and have some energy going there. We have wood. We can burn that. We can create heat. We put our hands over it. We can feel that heat radiating into our hands and getting us warm. We can use coal. We can burn that in a grill. Or all of those things are potential energy. There's lots more potential energy. Remember, something doesn't have to be moving to have energy. It could just be a boulder sitting on the cliff, but that's got a lot of potential energy. It could do a lot of damage if it goes splat right on your homework. So don't turn in homework that you said a boulder fell on, please. Potential energy. And very last for today, if we talked about potential, we have to talk about the inverse, kinetic. Kinetic energy is energy in motion. When things are moving, they have kinetic energy. That could be running, or rolling, or turning, or jumping, or going down a hill, or kicking a ball. Anything that moves has kinetic energy. So kinetic energy is energy in motion. And remember, energy has the ability to make things move or create change. It creates motion or creates change. And that's all we have for today about energy. Have a great day.